one of the Caribbean's most energy-rich nations, just got cut off. The United States government has officially shut down Trinidad's access to the Dragon and Manican-Coquina gas fields, two deals that promise to rescue the nation's energy economy. With one stroke, Washington has reversed decades of energy diplomacy and plunged Trinidad into economic uncertainty.
It's a blow to this country's progress on major cross-border natural gas deals with Venezuela.
We have now been informed that our license from OFAC, which is dated the 18th of December 2023, has been revoked by OFAC. And that license is now revoked by OFAC as well as our Coquina Manican license.
This isn't just Trinidad's problem. It's the region's future on the line. If you're watching from the diaspora, hit the like button and drop a flag in the comments. Let us know where you're watching from. On April 8th, Prime Minister Stuart Young made a stunning announcement. The U.S. Office of Foreign Assets Control had revoked both licenses for Trinidad's joint gas ventures with Venezuela. No negotiations, no room to maneuver. These weren't just business deals, they were lifelines. Manican-Coquina alone holds over 1 trillion cubic feet of proven gas. And the Dragon field? Expected to pump billions into the economy. But there was a catch. The Dragon deal was licensed under Biden. But the Trump administration is back, and they're scrapping every agreement tied to Venezuela. Chevron, shut down. ENI and Repsol, orders to leave. And now, Trinidad. His message to CARICOM leaders was crystal clear. The US will not support any energy future that benefits Nicolas Maduro. And in Washington's eyes, every dollar from these gas fields feeds Maduro's regime.
And now more from the White House, where President Donald Trump on Wednesday announced that he's revoking a Biden-era license that allowed Chevron to produce oil in Venezuela. Taking to his social media platform Truth Social, President Trump expressed dissatisfaction with Venezuelan leader Nicolas Maduro's failure to meet Washington's demands on deporting migrants. And without mentioning Chevron, he added his intention to reverse the concessions granted on November 26 of 2022, which were set for renewal on March 1st. Clapping back at President Trump's decision, Venezuela's vice president and oil minister condemned the move, calling it harmful and inexplicable. She even accused the country's political opposition of influencing the U.S. administration to adopt a tougher stance. However, this is not the first time President Trump has in fact threatened to axe Chevron's Venezuela oil license. And speaking to journalists on February 18th, the commander-in-chief suggested that the U.S. might block Venezuela's oil exports through Chevron.
That's a non-starter. Imagine your country betting everything on a deal, only to watch it collapse overnight. Do you think the Caribbean should chart its own energy future? Comment independence if you're ready for change. The cost of dependence. Trinidad once reigned as the oil giant of the Caribbean, but production peaked decades ago. Oil output? Down 65%. Gas? Teetering. The plan was simple. Revive the sector with Venezuela's help. It was approved. It was legal. But with the US pulling the plug, Trinidad now faces millions in lost gas royalties, foreign investor uncertainty, and a massive blow to its long-term LNG exports. This isn't just a setback, it's an economic earthquake. Trinidad's crisis won't stay within its borders. Caribbean nations planning shared energy pipelines and export deals are now at a crossroads. And just as the licenses were pulled, new US tariffs on Chinese shipping threaten the region's supply chain. Trinidad is stuck between global powers, and neither side is playing fair. This isn't just about gas. It's about sovereignty. Trinidad didn't violate any laws. They followed US protocols. Yet still, they're being punished. Why? Because in today's world, energy is power, and small nations often pay the price for big players' agendas. Drop a comment right now. Should Trinidad continue negotiating with Venezuela despite US pressure? Or is it time to pivot toward renewables, regional energy alliances, and true independence? Don't forget to subscribe if you believe the Caribbean deserves to control its own future, and hit the bell for part 2. Can the Caribbean go fully renewable by 2030?